The morning she almost stopped trying was bright and beautiful, which somehow made everything feel worse. Layla sat on the edge of her bed, staring at the sunlight on the floor. It seemed unfair that the day could look so hopeful when she felt so tired inside. Her phone buzzed with messages and reminders, unfinished work, unanswered texts. Another list of tasks that made her heart sink. Each notification felt like a small stone dropped into her chest. For months, she had been pushing herself. New habits, new goals, new promises. She woke early, studied hard, tried to be positive, tried to be strong. But progress was slow and invisible, like walking through heavy sand. Each step took effort. Some days, she slipped backward and blamed herself even more. That morning, a heavy thought settled in her chest. Maybe I am not meant to change. Maybe this is just who I am. She picked up her phone to cancel her morning walk by the hill. It had become a routine she barely believed in. Just another item on the long list. Her thumb hovered over the screen, then stopped. Instead of sending the message, she put the phone face down. "I will go one more time," she whispered to the empty room. "Only today. After that, I can quit if I want." The path to the hill was familiar. Cracked sidewalks, a barking dog, the smell of bread from the bakery on the corner. As she walked, a small part of her relaxed, like a tight string slowly loosening. At the top of the hill, the city stretched out below like a map of tiny silver lines and soft gray blocks. The sky was clear blue, with thin clouds like gentle brushstrokes. Layla sat on her usual rock and pulled her knees close. "I am tired," she told the sky. "Tired of trying, tired of failing, tired of hoping." The wind answered with a gentle push of cool air. She closed her eyes and listened. Far below, cars hummed. A bird called from a nearby tree. Somewhere, someone laughed. Life kept moving, whether she felt ready or not. She was the only one who had pressed pause. When she opened her eyes, she noticed a small tree at the edge of the hill she had never really studied. Its trunk was thin and slightly bent, as if it had grown while leaning away from strong winds. One large branch was broken halfway, hanging awkwardly but still attached. "Same," she muttered, "bent and broken." She almost looked away, but something about the tree held her. At the base of its trunk, thick roots gripped the rocky soil. Round the broken branch, new leaves were growing, small but determined. Faint lines along the bark showed where old damage had healed. The tree had not grown straight, but it had grown. A quiet idea touched her mind. What if strength is not looking perfect, but staying in the ground anyway? Layla stood and walked closer. The bark was rough under her fingers. The tree did not apologize for its shape. It did not hide its scars. It simply reached for the sky in the only way it could, one slow ring at a time. She remembered the notebook in her bag full of half-finished plans. Language pages she had not completed. Exercises she had skipped. Projects she had started with excitement and then left when fear spoke louder than hope. What if I do not have to become a whole new person, she thought. What if I just keep growing from where I am, even if it is crooked, even if it is slow? She sat back down on the rock and opened her notebook. Instead of writing a long, perfect plan, she wrote one sentence at the top of the page. "Today, I will take one honest step." Below it, she wrote 3 simple actions: finish one small task, send one honest message, rest without blaming myself afterward. They looked almost too small to matter, but when she imagined doing them, the day no longer looked like a tall wall. It looked like a path with 3 stones. She took a deep breath and watched a cloud drift slowly across the sky. It did not rush, but it never stopped moving. She decided that today she would try to be more like that cloud and that tree, moving even if slowly. Instead of staying frozen in fear, on the way back down the hill, Layla walked differently. Her problems were not gone. Her fears had not disappeared. But the thought "I can never change" softened into "maybe I can change one small thing today." That afternoon, she finished the small task from her list. It took less time than she expected. She sent the honest message she had been avoiding, admitting she was struggling but still trying. Then, for the first time in weeks, she let herself rest without filling the silence with blame. In the evening, she went to her window and looked up at the hill. The tree stood there, just as crooked as before, its leaves moving slightly in the wind. From far away, no one could see the scars on its trunk. They could only see that it was alive. "You and me," she whispered softly. "We are not done yet." If you are standing on the edge of your own almost give-up morning, remember her. Remember the bent tree, the short list, and the single sentence in her notebook. "Today, I will take one honest step." You do not have to become someone else overnight. You only have to keep choosing one small, true step at a time. Until one day you look back and realize you have grown, quietly, into someone braver than you ever expected.